Hey guys, welcome to another episode here on the Jason Saunders channel. We've got DVD reviews once again, where I take random DVDs and review them here before your very eyes. What are they? It's a mystery to be solved, to be discovered. And there's some stuff, there's some new stuff, there's some older stuff, there's some stuff in between. All in all, it's going to be a good time, guys. So let's get started on DVD reviews. We've got Demolition Man, Stallone and Snipes, the 21st century's most dangerous cop. And then you've got the 21st century's most ruthless criminal, guys. Yes, Stallone and Snipes on the screen together. This is a great summer flick. This was made in the 90s. But boy, oh boy, these guys just shine on the screen together. You got Snipes, who's the bad dude. You got Sylvester Stallone, that's the good guy. And in a future where there's no criminal violence. And then all of a sudden you've got this ruthless killer from the past that gets like frozen for years and years. And then he comes up into the future and he creates a lot of havoc, because no one's seen the criminal activity before. And then you got the hero here that's saving the day. But, it's just a fantastic film. There's just that right amount of comedy in there and that right amount of violence. And it's just a good time, guys. It's a great popcorn flick and soda flick. Yes, you need the combination in there to enjoy this movie, yes. And then we've got another great one. We've got a Gordon Chan film, The Four. And this is just a really cool samurai kung fu action flick. You've got these four dudes that have all these cool powers. It's almost sort of like a Marvel movie, but done in kung fu style. And it's a period piece as well, so it's kind of cool to see, all these guys with powers and stuff. It's a really cool action flick, but there's some really nice effects as well. It's a really cool movie. Check it out. The Four. And then we've got Kurt Russell, John Carpenter's Escape from L.A., Los Angeles, 2013. Yes, this all went down in 2013, guys. This is documentary footage here. It's an awesome film. I like this one. I'm one of those crazy guys that likes this one instead of Escape from New York more. Don't get me wrong, I love Escape from New York, but this was actually the first one that I had seen out of the two. And for me, it's corny, but it's like really good corn, good corny stuff. There's the one scene where he's like, Kurt Russell's surfing and there's this crazy wave, and then there's like this, they're like racing, and there's this guy in the Cadillac, and it's so weird, but it's really cool science fiction movie where violence has gone crazy. LA has gone to crap, and Kurt Russell's there to save the day. Yeah, it's a really cool film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Escape from LA. And also check out Escape from New York. It's a little bit older. It was made in like the early 80s, but good time nonetheless. Then we got Bruce Willis, Richard Gere, and The Jackal. This has to be one of my favorite movies of Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is the bad guy. He's this really cool assassin after the President of the United States. And he's just a cool character. He goes and he's in all these different disguises. He's like in Canada, he's in the States, he's all over the place. He's got like this corny Canadian accent, Hey, oh, the weather's nice, hey, Anyway, yeah, it's a really cool. Richard Gere, he's in prison, but he has a history with the Jackal. They've met before, and he actually gets out of prison to go after the Jackal. And it's just a really awesome action flick. I think it was made in like 96, 97, somewhere around there. But just, if you haven't seen it, if you're a fan of Richard Gere and Bruce Willis, you can't go wrong with this film. It's one of my favorites of Bruce Willis's. It's fantastic. Jack Black's in here too. He gets his arm shot off. I won't go into too much detail, but you feel bad. You feel bad for Jack Black. And then we've got Schwarzenegger, End of Days. I think this is one of my favorite Schwarzenegger films. End of Days, I think, came out in 1999, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it's a really cool action flick. It's a darker Schwarzenegger action flick film. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Really cool. Here's another cool film. It's just a very unique, it's kind of comedy, a little bit of action in there. It's called The $1 Million Hotel. It's got Mila Jovovich. It's got Mel Gibson. It's almost kind of like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson, sort of. It's like this hotel full of crazy people, and I think, what was it? I think he's got to solve a crime or something like that. I don't know. It's a really unique film. Definitely check it out. It's pretty cool. Then we got total classic horror film here, John Carpenter's The Thing. They did a remake, which was okay. It was all right. It was bearable to watch, but it just does not compare to the classic of John Carpenter's The Thing. Just some crazy creature designs. People, what are they, stuck in Alaska, and there's this crazy parasite that's, spreading around, and it spreads to hosts, which are humans, and it goes on from there. And and you don't know who has the parasite, because everybody's just, they act like normal people until they transform into these crazy demon things, monster things, and start eating other people. And it's just a crazy film. Really good. Then we got an interesting one. It's kind of reminds me of like Rocky Balboa. It's Fight Night. Count it down, but never count it out. I like this one. This is definitely a lower budgeted movie, but I really do enjoy this. This is a really good one. Actually, I think I picked this up at the dollar store a couple years back. But man, I really enjoyed this film, and I think the whole film's on YouTube. Check it out. It's a really cool movie. Really well acted, actually. It's really well done. We've got The Meg with Jason Statham. Yeah, they're doing the second Meg movie. I think that's coming up pretty soon. But this one's pretty cool. It's hard to top those Jaws movies, but there's some really good shark movies that have been being made. This is one of them. Really cool film. That shark is huge, though. Oh my God, there's some scenes where it's just like, holy smokes, like that thing just fills up the screen. You think that Jaws shark was big. Well, this thing, holy moly, guys. Huge. Then we got, this one's awesome. I remember seeing this in the theater, I think back in 97 when it was released. Bruce Willis, The Fifth Element, was also the first movie I'd seen Mila Jovovich in. This movie still looks fantastic today. It's like Blade Runner, but kind of not the depressing looking, raining out all the time and always dark Blade Runner. This one's like daytime Blade Runner with comedy. It's like the comedy version of Blade Runner, pretty much, in a nutshell. It's really well done. Flying vehicles, crazy futuristic scenes, and really, really good. Then we've got Harrison Ford, Brad Pitt, The Devil's Own, another fantastic film, action flick. Suspense thriller in there too, sure, why not? And it's a really good one. Definitely like Harrison Ford and some of Brad Pitt's stuff. I don't like all of Brad Pitt's stuff. I'm kind of picky with some of the stuff he's done. And last but not least, we have Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 3. I really enjoyed this one. And I think there's a little bit of an Easter egg in this. I think they used music from the actual Mission Impossible, the video game on the N64. Because there's one, they play this track in it. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, they used that track in the Mission Impossible game. So that's just kind of cool. But this one's really action-packed, and I think it's even more so than the second and first, I'd have to say. It's got a kind of cool story to it. Yeah, definitely some good stuff. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more stuff on the Jason Saunders channel. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, guys. And what are your favorite movies, guys? What do you like to watch? Who are your favorite actors? Are you excited to see any new upcoming movies? Let me know, guys. All right. Stay tuned for more.